All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yashala, and salutations and blessings to you, Akim, out there doing this truth across the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth and sincerity. So, like if I said it twice, and looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon. Okay, just a quick lesson. I don't know exactly how I wanted to title this, but I was thinking about saying the old, the now, and the new. Okay, so pretty much in the sense of going into how the laws was once orally spoken. You know, pretty much the law, statutes, commandments was always there. All right, you know, at a point in time they were spoken, and that wasn't effective. So the Lord had them written down, and that wasn't as effective. So the new covenant will consist of the laws being written within our inward parts, you know, pretty much part of our DNA or encoded with or embedded within our spirit. All right. Just like it talks about when you read in Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, it says that the wickedness was embedded in the heathen, so to speak. Roughly paraphrasing, that their cogitation couldn't be changed, you know, basically their thoughts, you know. So so he's going to do the opposite with us through the new covenant, but that's not going to come until the second coming of YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And it's not going to come until the kingdom is established, you know, which of course, as we see and feel and know, is pretty near, you know. So yeah, let me go ahead and get into this. I don't want to hold you Akim too long. So this is Genesis, the 4th chapter, verse 4. It says, "And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell." Right? Because I should have read up a little bit. Yeah, I'll go to the first verse, Salaki. It says, "And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Most High. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Most High said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire." So let me make sure I read it right. "And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him." Okay, it says, "And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him." Right? So really dwelling on the part of the offering that they gave. All right, as it said, Abel was a keeper of the sheep, and Cain was a tiller of the ground. Right? Meaning he dealt with fruits and vegetables, so to speak. All right. Now, as you go into the law, and I wish I could have pulled it up, I should have, Salakia, for that, you know, but the Lord requires, you know, pretty much a meat offering, okay? A meat offering, all right? So that's what Abel had brought. So his offering was counted worthy. His offering was counted righteous, you know, according to the law, right? But Cain's wasn't. And it said, where'd it go? Right here it says, verse 7, "If thou doest well, shalt not thou be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door." So, and in order for there to sin lie at the door, there has to be a law. Okay, so the law definitely was there. It just wasn't written down, and they didn't have it to go to. It was just, it was spoken, so to speak. Okay, so going into Exodus 31, right? So like it for that. 31, and I'm going to start actually at the 12th chapter, the 12th verse, being that we just had that situation with IUIC and all of that with the Sabbath. You can pretty much have sex on the Sabbath. So it says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily, my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Most High that doeth sanctify thee. Ye shall keep the Sabbath thereof, for it is holy unto you. Every one that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, thou shalt be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Most High. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. It's like the Lord singled out the Shabbat at this moment, okay? So that's definitely important, but we're not going to dwell with that. It says it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Most High Yahawah made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, two tables of testimony, tables of stone written with the finger of the Most High. So 10 times out of 10, of course, them tables consisted of the 10 commandments. Okay, of course, there's more commandments, but as the Lord said, Salakia, my phone keep ringing. Salakia. Hello. All right, kind. All right, Salakia about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and read Exodus 31 and 18 again, and I'm gonna continue on, Lord willing. It's edifying. It says, and he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone written with the finger of the Most High. So, as I was saying, 10 times out of 10, it was the 10 commandments, if anything. Of course, there are more commandments than that, but those would be what the law could, like, as he said before. He said, upon these 2 commandments, all the laws, roughly paraphrasing, upon these 2 commandments, all the laws hang thereupon. Love thy neighbor as thyself, and love the. I gotta get it, man. I gotta get that. Salakia, I gotta get that. Let me see. Man, come on. Salakia, Akia. Yeah, this got it. Matthew 22 and 40. This is Matthew 22 and 40. Says, on these 2 commandments hang all the law and prophets. Oh, Salakia, let me go up a little bit. I go to 37. It says, Yahawashi said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets, right? Because love is what? Keeping the commandments, all right? So the Lord didn't have to write 600 plus laws, statutes, commandments down, okay? You keep those 10, you pretty much will keep all right? So that is when the law was written down for the most part, And obviously it would be more effective. It's just like you have visual learners, some you have audio learners. Audio will consist of the first way that it was. The second will consist of visual, like, oh, what we supposed? Let me go back and read that. Now, the new covenant will consist of it being written within our inward parts, man. Okay, and I will get that. All right. So this is Jeremiah 31 and 31. It says, Behold, the days come, saith the Most High Yahawah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, said the Most High. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Most High, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Most High. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Most High Yahawah. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Now this consists of the new covenant, which consists of the new heaven and the new earth, which will be the kingdom of Yahshua, joint heirs with our big brother YAHAWASHI. Okay? And which we'll be able to keep the law perfect, man. Okay? We will be able to keep the law perfect then. All right? We do the best that we can now, and even the best that we do is counted as filthy rags. But that's why that's why we're saved through faith and not by the law. And all of this came about because I was reading scriptures over with a brother, and we stumbled across we was reading Galatians, matter of fact, and I believe it was like the 3rd chapter, okay, if I'm not mistaken, where pretty much, matter of fact, I might as well just go ahead and get it. All right, it's also Hebrews 8:8. It says the same thing about the new covenant and it being written within our inward parts. Okay, in case people are like, no, that's the Old Testament. Well, it's in the New Testament too, man. All right, let me see. Galatians 3. Should be like right at the end of it. Okay, maybe not. Oh, no. We stopped at 2. So this is Galatians 2:17. It says, but if, while we seek to be justified by Hamashiach, we got to go up. Galatians 2:14 says, but when I saw that they walk not uprightly according to the truth of the gospel, I said unto Peter before them all, if thou, being a Jew, livest after the manner of the Gentiles, and not as do the Jews, why compellest thou the Gentiles to live as do the Jews? We who are Jews by nature, and not sinners of Gentiles, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith of Yahawashi HaMashiach. Even we have believed in Yahawashi HaMashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Hamashiach, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. But if, while we seek to be justified by Hamashiach, we ourselves also are found sinners, is therefore Hamashiach the minister of sin? The Most High forbid. For if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. For I, through the law, am dead to the law, that I might live unto the Most High. So you basically gotta, you keep the law to your best ability. You don't willfully sin, all right? But that's what that grace is there for. But at the end of the day, you gotta have faith in YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? Remember, you've never met these two entities. So automatically believing them is having faith for the most part. But also, you believing in them has to come by what? A show of works, right? Because faith without works is dead. So it's one and the same. So yes, you keep the law, but you're not justified by the law, right? It says, I am crucified with Hamashiach. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but Hamashiach liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of the Most High, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not frustrate the grace of the Most High. For if righteousness come by the law, then Hamashiach is dead in vain. So you don't want to the fact that we have grace is because the Lord put himself upon, and he sacrificed himself, man. Okay? To allow us to have grace. So when we do slip or mess up, we can repent unto the Most High through him, through Yahawashi. He's the mediator. Okay, so you don't frustrate the grace of the Most High and be like, well, we have grace, but we gotta keep the law 100%. No, you got camps out there teaching that you're justified, you're gonna be saved by the law. That's not the case, man. You don't have to fucking walk around with fringes on that. This is bullshit, man. All right, but in a sense, You need people like that. It remind me of Scarface, you know. But because people lack the spirituality sense of the Most High, all right, and you gotta. They try to be carnal. Oh, I'm gonna walk around with my fringes and show that I'm an Israelite, or show I'm no. Yeah, you ain't gotta do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. All right. So, Lord willing, you Aki was edified. Okay, with this lesson through YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, of course, and just we the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. Okay, that's there for a reason, not for an excuse. That's there for a reason, not a reason of an excuse. All right, doesn't well, let me go smoke, let me go eat pork, let me go commit adultery, and the flesh is weak. Remember, no, man, you're gonna mess up. The law is not gonna be perfect until we get the new covenant, man. Hands down. Okay. All right, so hey, with that, call halal, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yasha Allah, and salutations and blessing to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, looking for the downfall and destruction of America, which is Babylon in the scriptures. Shalom.